to YouTube via a new setup that we have created. So, well, before we begin, I want to distribute people who have been marked into the hands-on track. If you got yourself marked into the hands-on track, please, this is the time. Silently, please move to the hands-on training session room, and we will begin there separately. And all the chairs which get empty, people at the back, you are more than welcome. More than welcome means you must come and sit down in the chairs which are empty right now, and then we will begin. There will be only 30 seats, so in case you have not marked, you will not be allowed to sit there. And please do not enter any other meeting room or any other part of the premises. Training room is from there, the reception. Go to the reception side, you will find that training. Okay, people at the back, if you settle down, sorry to get you moving. People at the very back, I can see. उधर पीछे, yes, please come forward. वो 3 लोग दिख रहे हैं मुझे पीछे बैठे हुए. Please come forward. You are not allowed to use that space. And please rearrange your chairs while you are getting up. All right, 30 more seconds, and then we will welcome our first speaker for today. Someone is sitting there. Someone is sitting there. No? Ajay, please ask. Yes, sir. Okay. Team, can you please ensure that the chairs in between are all filled? We don't have any empty rows. Okay. Here the workshop pack is getting filled. So, who thinks they come from the farthest who attend this event? I come from Goa. Where? Rohini. Rohini is Gurgaon. Yes. Meerut. Okay, Meerut is Gurgaon. Yes. Dwarka, Gujarat or Greater Meerut. Yes. Bangalore से तभी ऐसे एकदम लेट बैठे हुए लाइट okay but I very grateful that you come here to Bangalore से दूर है तो दूसरा एरिया चलेगा थोड़ा बहुत अच्छा see amazing set of people okay God are we settled over there should I start we can start okay great so God उधर हो गया मतलब दो प्रोसेस में ठीक है ओके Okay, so I haven't introduced myself. We'll introduce the whole team at the end of the event. This is not about us. This is about you and the speakers who are there. So today's first speaker is someone who works at Fireworks, right? Works the work there. And she's been giving talks with us. She's been, helping a lot of developers, not just professionally, but in the community as well. And basically, probably through her is how we also try to get the space and get this office, amazing office. So today's first speaker is a lead consultant at Fireworks. Please welcome with a huge shot. सारी ताकत वाले ताली बजाने सारे स्पीकर्स के लिए प्लीज थोड़ा सा एनर्जाइज रहे आप प्लीज लेट्स वेलकम गीता
Hello, am I audible? Good morning.
Good morning.
So you might all be seeing me first time. Who am I? I'm Nikita, lead consultant at ThoughtWorks. And yes, this is my office. I am working from home. So I have over decades of experience helping companies to develop, modernize, and build applications from Google Cloud. But as a working mom, my day is completely event-driven. I have a daughter of 5 years old and I'm a mother of a toddler, so you can imagine my life. So 1 minute I am actually working with my clients, and another minute I'm helping her solving her crisis, fixing some broken toy, or cooking her favorite snack. So, and that's how the event-driven architecture works on cloud. So, are you ready? At the end of my talk, you will definitely learn how we can build flexible and responsive apps on Google Cloud. Are you ready to dive in with me?
Yes.
Perfect. Next 25 minutes with me, how it will be. So I will be helping you to understand what are the modern app challenges. Then we will be talking about what is serverless and event-driven architecture. And I will be giving you some amazing solutions for actually implementing those event-driven and serverless architecture. And obviously, we are here for Google Cloud I/O event, so I will be sharing some announcements which are latest on Google Cloud. And last, we can have Q&A and comment session. So, modern app challenges. Let's talk about, I'll give you a very small story behind everything, okay, so that it will be easier for you to understand. How many of you have tried booking a blockbuster movie tickets on an opening weekend? Many of you, right? It's complete madness. We open the app, book my show, and millions of users are actually trying to open that app. And how does this traditional system works is whenever you book open an app, you select a seat, and then that seat gets locked for a while. Then you are moved to the payment page. Then the payment app gets open and you pay for it. Once the payment is successful by the bank, you are issued by the ticket. Now, what happens if there was a payment glitch or a network issue? The seat got released and someone has actually snagged your favorite seat that you wanted to book for with your partner, right? It is bad. But instead of it, imagine that you got a notification, we have saved your seat, you can try again with pay. That's actually how asynchronous system works. So in asynchronous system, if one chain or one service breaks, the entire system does not get locked. So you actually can retry and get the seat for yourself. That's amazing, no? You will get your favorite seat even that there was a network issue of being failed. Right? Now, even this problem gets worse when the traffic is unpredictable. How is that? So we all might be using Zomato or Swiggy, right? A food delivery app. How much orders do they get really? Like 10 orders per minute? Or maybe like 100 orders per minute. But what during the lunch hours or during dinner hours. This order gets placed from 110 to thousands or even lakhs of orders. And what if this app does not able to scale properly? Right? It will be a huge loss of business, and even the customers get frustrated like us because we are trying to book and the app is suddenly getting cracked. It means a synchronous system is such as a single lane, okay, and it's rushed with n number of traffic which is on highway, and it's not able to handle it. It goes down, it goes slow, it goes freeze, and suddenly crashes too. Right? So, and we all are like aware about Gurgaon's traffic, right? Even the roads are fine, but Gurgaon traffic is terrible. So that's all the problem that actually serverless event-driven system can help us to solve. So the modern app challenges today are like we want us to have an instant scaling. We don't want it to pay high cost because we are actually spending a lot of money on server, and instead of building cool features and the unpredictable traffic that I already talked about, and the real-time experience, that means if we are sending a message or we are doing some UPI payment, we want the instant things to happen. We cannot wait. Otherwise, it create chaos and create frustration in customers' mind, right? So let's talk about the very simple concept. I'll start with serverless. Serverless, this word is little bit of creating some nuisance in our mind that is confusing. Serverless means no servers. Is it? No, servers are there, but these servers are hidden. So we don't have to think about them. We don't have to maintain them. We don't have to take care of them. So serverless is actually, it does not mean no server, it means no server headache. It means we don't have to provision them, we don't have to maintain them, we don't have to think about them. But what usually happens in the server workloads? So we have to, what is server first of all? Server is actually whenever you book a cab or you have a food payment app, this whole process which is happening in the background, it happens on a server. Server is just a virtual machine which is running somewhere in Google's data center. And you are not able to see them, but the process is happening in the server. Now, what is this? What happens when you have server workloads? You have to provision them, you have to set up, you have to install software in them, and also you have to maintain them, you have to apply patches, monitor them, and even you have to pay huge amount of cost to run it 24/7. Even the server workloads are like serving no request. So, but you have to pay for them because anytime the request would come in, so you are paying huge amount of cost for them also. And also scaling is a problem, so that if you have traffic coming up, sudden spikes, so you are actually need to attach more and more servers. So scaling is also a problem, right? But what happened in serverless? You don't have to provision them. The cloud provider takes care of it. It has automatic scaling. You don't have to scale it. It scales up based on the number of requests. It can serve one request. It can also serve thousands and millions of requests. It will automatically scale for you. You don't have to pay extra cost to run 24/7. It automatically goes down and you're only paying for the pay per use. So you're paying only for the time the request is actually being served by the servers. And the last is you don't have to maintain them. There is no patching, no maintenance, no additional efforts is required. So basically, serverless is having no server headaches. Like, are you getting my point?
Yes.
Okay, then let's jump to another story of an event driven. Now, with serverless, as I mentioned, how my workloads are running. Basically, where it's running and how it's running. Now, who will tell me when we have to run it? Okay, so imagine I am at home, chilling, watching Netflix on my sofa, relaxing, such as this person. And suddenly the doorbell rings, ding dong. You suddenly go and react, okay, to open the doorbell, that there is someone at the door. Now, we haven't actually got someone to stand 24/7 at my door, checking if someone has came, isn't it? Like we are not installed somewhere checking 24/7 that okay, our visitors are there or not. Every minute I'm going and checking. No, the doorbell is there, which is installed to do the same thing. It's a trigger where the sense get activated that okay, I need to run and open the door. That's what we do. So that's how the event-driven system works. So event-driven is a design pattern where the components or the services interact with each other whenever there is some event happening. Okay? And now, what are these key components of event-driven architecture? So, we talked about events. Okay, events are simply, that says, okay, something has changed. A significant change in a state is an event. Okay, and there are event producers. So there is a service or something has happened that has to tell us that's an event producer, and there is event consumer who are doing some specific action while listening to those events. Okay, and there is event channel or broker which facilitate this whole procedure of event driven, where it supports okay who is producing and who is consuming it. Basically, in this picture, you can see an example that there's a producer who is continuously emitting the event, such as order. If we have an e-commerce website, you can imagine that orders are getting continuously generated. Now we have different services, order service, notification service, analytics service, which are consuming those events. And this service are only running and doing their own jobs, specific jobs. So that order service will create the order, notification services, notifying the customer, analytics services, analyzing some or building some BI things. So in this structure, this whole thing is event driven, where your events are limited and it's being consumed by the right service to do the particular action. Now, why event driven and serverless together? So I have talked about event driven, I have told you about serverless, and when I combine these two together, it's a very powerful mechanism. How? I'll tell you, okay. And again, a story behind it. So we have a restaurant kitchen, imagine. Okay, now you have an order bell. Whenever a bell rings, you got a new order and your chef started to cook the food, and only that dish which the order has came for. Right? Now imagine like this chef we have hired is 24/7 cooking the food. It's a huge waste, right? There's no order. There's no one to eat that food. Why the chef is holding cooking the food? It's a huge waste. So basically, this order is an event bell, that is an event, and the chef is your kitchen restaurant, which is actually serving only till point of time when it's required. So whenever the order bell rings, the chef, which is our function, executes and only cooks the food which is he asked for. What is the order given for? So it means it is giving the real-time response, okay, and automatically scaling as per the orders, and also huge cost efficient, where you pay only for the number of orders that you have received or requests that you have received, so you don't have to pay for the idle time of the server. And that's how these two, event-driven and serverless, become so powerful together. So, what's my cloud recipe? We talk about this concept, but how to implement it in real world, that's the main thing, right? Because these concepts are something different, but implementing it into Google Cloud is something more useful, and that's we do every day. As a developers, right? We need some things of resources and services that would actually lead to how we can actually use it. So Google has provided number of services and number of resources that we can use to combine serverless and event-driven together. So in this picture, I have actually mentioned few of the services, but the list is more beyond it. So there are cloud storage, PubSub, Event Art, Cloud Run, App Engine, Cloud Task, and much more. So I have been working on Google Cloud since 2013, and I have seen Google evolve so much. So this list is very, very, very basic, but you can get much more information. Now, again, as you might have been wondering, I have been giving so many of analogies to explain you these concepts. And again, I have came up with the simplest use case, how to use this Google Cloud services to build your app. So, very small example I'll give you. A image processing pipeline for social media, where I am uploading an image and the image gets resized, watermark get added, or thumbnails get created, and the new versions of image get uploaded. This is a very basic use case. And how does this work? So whenever a photo gets uploaded or a user uploads a photo, it's an event. And how I'll show you one picture which will help you to understand. So user has uploaded a photo. The photo gets stored into a cloud storage bucket. This bucket actually says, hey, new photo, and that acts as an event. Now, what happens? I told you that someone needs to hear the doorbell. So I have actually an event now. Now, who will tell me that which action has to be performed, like who needs to route me? Now there is event R. Event R you can imagine as a smart event router which helps our message to be transmitted to the right service which will do that action. So when the photo gets uploaded, it finally an event is generated which is sent to a specific cloud function which can do that specific task for us. And so my cloud function will resize the image or add watermark and upload the new version into the bucket again. Now, what is this event? I told you about event art. Now, what is this cloud function? It's a small piece of code that you have written to resize and transform your image, and which new version is uploaded back to the Google Cloud Storage. Cloud storage is used for uploading files and objects. Okay, it's a bucket. Event art is built to have an event-driven routing for all the services, and it is not only connecting with bucket but number of Google Cloud services. So it's actually taking the source from number of services for you. And a cloud function is a single purpose standalone function. It runs for few seconds, and the most amazing thing is you have to pay only the time it is running. So it runs for a few seconds and then your task is over. So that's the nicest thing. No, you only pay for that particular second. It is scalable. So it can handle one photo to millions of photos. So you don't have to worry about, okay, how if my function does not work for number of requests. It automatically scales for you. Now, what happens if I wanted to do beyond? Suppose I wanted to save this photos with some metadata, who uploaded it, where it, like what's the new image, URL, and some metadata for analytics purpose. I wanted to save it. And then we can extend this solution and upload this to Firestore database. So what is Firestore? Firestore is a flexible database, which is NoSQL database, which can hold your data, which is horizontally and vertically scalable. So you don't have to worry about scaling also, and you can store your metadata into Firestore database. And this cloud function can does this for you. Also, it can get attached to your Firestore, and you can create the documents there. Now, if I wanted to have this solution extended further, imagine that I have a front-end guy who is asking me, I need an API so that I can actually show this photos into UI. Okay, so we can actually extend this and we can use PubSub in between so that Cloud Function generates a message on PubSub. What is PubSub? PubSub is an asynchronous service which helps to communicate between two applications, and where the publisher publishes a message on a topic and the subscriber subscribes to that topic. So here my Cloud Run is subscribing to the PubSub topic, and it's actually used. What is this Cloud Run? This Cloud Run is helping us to deploy containerized API. So whenever we wanted to use or export some endpoints and create APIs, we can use Cloud Run, which is also a scalable solution. It spikes up instantly, fetches the data, fetches the image from your database, and shows back to the UI. So that's what is this. And we more have Cloud Run jobs as well. Cloud Run jobs are, you can imagine a function kind of, or a service which is running in the background, but it's not triggered by your event tasks. It does not support it because it is meant for having running in the background for batch jobs. So wherein this cloud function is meant for a small piece of code, single purpose code, and it runs only for 9 minutes. On the other hand, clouds and jobs are there, which is helping you to serve the request for 30 minutes and doing some analysis on it. So Cloud Run jobs can be triggered from Cloud Scheduler or even from the Cloud Task. So if you wanted to run anything from the background where your thread is not involved, we generally use Cloud Task there. And this is the whole picture. A user uploads the photo, the object gets finalized, a event app tells you, okay, which is the function that it needs to redirect to. My cloud function processes the image, stores the image, and also routes it, publish the PubSub message. It also, this Cloud Run is also connected, it serves the API for you. So here is the full picture. Now, I have talked a lot about the services and event-driven. And moreover, I wanted to tell you that Google is always pushing its boundaries and creating amazing things for us. How many of you has actually got stuck to get this architecture diagrams in some of the other canvases? Like, what are the common things that you people have used? Anyone? So it's very difficult. So I'm trying to find the perfect icon, or even to know, okay, what should be the next connecting point, right? So Google has come up with the Application Design Center, which is usually designing canvas where you can actually drag and drop your services from Google Cloud to this board, and it is AI powered. So if and it's GenAI Assistant also. GenAI Assistant helps you to actually get started. If you say, I wanted to build a architecture for image processing pipeline, it will help you to say, okay, this can be a starting point. This can be the next steps that you have to do. And you can also generate the Terraform code and also the code which is related to this, your architecture. Isn't it amazing? So this has been recently launched, and this was one of the announcements from Google I/O. Anyone of you are a DevOps or SRE here? Managing the task or managing this whole usage count and monitoring, logging your service request is a tedious task. And when you need to go here and there with multiple tabs, it's too much tedious. Google has come up with a Cloud Hub, which is giving the centralized view for this operation task, where it's all your tickets of Google, even your all issues, alerts, and it's customizable, so you can see everything at one place. So Google Cloud Hub is one spot place, a centralized view for all the operation for the person who are DevOps engineers or want to monitor their Google Cloud application. Now the most amazing part. We all have been talking about AI. And Google has pushed the boundaries here for app developers to make their life more easy on deploying this Cloud Run which I have been talking about. So you can now deploy Cloud Runs in one click from Google AI Studio. You don't have to worry about, okay, build some pipeline or Dockerize your container. You can just do it by one click and your application is deployed in a single click of button using Google AI Studio. Also, like if you're working on AI, it's very difficult, to take your AI models to production. So we have been developing some AI LLM models, but if I wanted to get this AI LLM models, such as Gamma 3 to production, now it's also possible using one click from Google AI Studio to take your models directly to Cloud Run. And this isn't the magic, okay? The Google has optimized the container for you, which is now GPU enabled, and in one click you can see this whole LLM to be published on the Google Cloud Run, which is a scalable also. And often we get confused, or we have like when we get started, how to deploy. Even Cloud Run is now with your MCP protocol, that is Model Context Protocol, that lets your AI agent to deploy to Cloud Run using your own language. So using the natural language, if I type in Google Gemini, hey Google Gemini, can you help me to deploy this Cloud Run into this project ID, it will actually do this in one click for you. Isn't it amazing? So here I wrap my talk for today. So Google event-driven and serverless architecture with some new AI announcement. I hope this will help you to develop the future technologies for you. So in my today's talk, I just wanted you to have simple and flexible applications, so you don't have to worry much about your servers and you can more build on things that really matters. Thank you for today. Thank you for all the Any questions?
That was a great session. Thank you for the insight. You mentioned about the asynchronous systems,
Yes.
how the picture you have shared on how to do the movie right now. I just want to know that where that data is storing. Is it storing in cache or some cloud form?
So yes, the data is being stored, but it's not stored in cache. Okay, so you have this channel broker address. There the data is being stored, and you can also set the retention time, how long you want the data to be stored. So that's how we can actually maintain. If we wanted to have a message fail or something that you wanted to reprocess, that is also possible, so that you don't have to worry, okay, I need to publish it again, so that this whole mechanism is being supported. So this parcel has a data handling as well, and you can automatically retry and replay all your system.
Thank you for the session. The survey is very interesting. I have a doubt here. The survey is we are questions of and we are storing the once we get the server, it's selecting sense every time. Right? So it may choose the limit of data with instance.
It is not like I understand it's fine every time, but if the requests are getting continuous, the instance is actually available for a certain amount of time. And how does it scale? It scales based on the CPU limit or your number of requests. Okay, if your number of requests for that instance has been filled up, or the usage the usage of your server has been filled up, then the new instance gets filed. And there is a little bit of cool time, but it's very negligible for your app to get started. It's not how to explain it. Okay, it's not having any exhaust limit or something.
My question was about just due to the database connection.
No, so you can have a connection pool for that. It's not like that. If you wanted to have a connection pool, it automatically can helps you to have that number of requests to be served.
Anyone have any other question? On the back side?
If you can talk a little bit about your job role. Like
My job role. Oh. So I have 12 plus years of experience, and I'm a lead infra consultant at Horus. My day-to-day job role is I am not only a DevOps engineer but also a backend developer. I spend my time in pairing coding, analyzing some architecture on Google Cloud, building CI/CD pipeline, working on Terraform, Node, React, Python, and much more. Doing amazing stuff there.
Again, anyone have any questions? One last time. Yeah.
Yes, it's free.
Okay. Thank you so much again. A huge round of applause for.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for an amazing session. And I guess if you are looking for more questions, if you don't hesitate in asking those questions, all the speakers will be around during the day and you can network with them. So till you are scanning and till we set up the next set of slides, just a minute. Okay, I have the next presentation.
वीडियो एक्सेस मांगेगा
अच्छा तो वो कर सकते हैं क्या हम लोग वीडियो एक्सेस इसमें से
it is related to performance.
But how will Gemini like handle, can it handle the business logic of big models?
So yeah, so easily we can have this agent model and a feature, which will handle the search model. Like this is the formula, right? So I guess not capable enough to do this. That's why I think we want to pick up on this.
Right now it's like working on UI model.
Yeah, UI maybe some logic अगर आपको कुछ भी logic change करना हो तो उसमें भी कुछ very
Okay. Anyone? How many of you have developed any Android app?
Yes.
Acha, native Android app?
Yes.
Okay. Flutter? Great. And using maybe KML? Kotlin. Okay. What else is possible? Compose multi-platform or React Native? Nice. There's enough people, I think, Android plus, right? Okay. So Ayushi, what was probably if one exciting update for Android in the last 6 months around I/O, before I/O, after I/O for Android?
I guess this agentic AI, which they introduce in Android Studio to like agentic AI होगा, so we can work on the complex tasks as well. अभी तक सिर्फ हम chit chat कर पा रहे थे Gemini के साथ Android Studio में, so I guess this agentic AI it's a big game changer for us.
Great, great. All right. Anyone else? One final call for questions. Yes, please.
Do you have a benchmark Gemini AI? Specific of AI? I personally, multiple Gemini or even just I find better come.
I think it is depend on like mostly category learning we have it is depend on your AI. Right. I haven't used like a now, but yeah, I haven't used the Gemini, but I'm also like for the Google research, like for the Android Studio, and I use the Gemini there for creating. Like I just upload my screenshot in the Gemini, and it will create the whole code. Like पूरी screen उसने बना दी, and it was working fine as well. So, yeah, it's agentic now, and near future में like definitely ये happening अभी भी शायद कोई इतना अच्छे से नहीं काम कर रहा है. So agentic code will be coming soon in your Android Studio, which will really fix your problem soon. Agentic mode is all about it only. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. I think the rest of the questions can be taken offline during the networking session. Super thanks, Ayushi, and a huge, huge round of applause. Will turn on. Session.
program where all of us, give feedback to Google that introduce this particular feature in your system or in your application to make it better for users. Yes, Product Expert Program. So my talk is all about promoting Google Product Expert Program. Why? Because this will be louder. Okay. Because I'm
God mode.
yeah. So hi guys, let me introduce myself. I am Sagar Gupta. Sorry. So let's start again. I am Sagar Gupta and I am currently presenting you Google Product Expert Program because I am an ambassador in India. Okay, there is a barcode you can go scan. This is basically lead you to my LinkedIn profile. You can, share about this program and talk about whatever you are learning, your experience in this session. Or just go to the LinkedIn moderator, guys, this is my, and post whatever you want to post about Product Expert Program. So meet the people involved with the Product Expert Program is us. So we basically use Google products. It could be anything like Google Gmail, Search Console, Google Search, or Android Studio, or even Google Cloud, right? We use this method or a channel to tell Google, okay, this is not working in your product, you need to fix it. So this is what users are, facing in this particular product or error or feature requirement. So with this help of this program, we do contribute in this particular program to help Google to make their product better for us. Second slide is the agenda for this, talk. First, what is Product Expert Program? We'll go through about this slide to understand what it is and how this works. Second is the box being a product expert. So I'm also a product expert in Google Search Console. So I get opportunity to work with Google, GDS to make Google Search better. How we can improve Google Search for users. How Google Search work behind this, right? And product expert swag. So they send me some swag which I can distribute and we need some photos after this session or probably in the lunchtime. Ideally my session is supposed to be at the end, but we are here. So we can do this photo session later. Is it better now? Cool. What is Product Expert Program? So the Product Expert Program basically a community powered by 100 or 1,000 product experts. Currently, we have 1,000 plus product experts covering 42 Google products in 24 different languages. So you can imagine like around 24, 25 people helping Google among us to make that particular program or product more helpful to the users in 24 different languages. So I'm basically representing India to help Google Search Console, to help them or to make it better for those who are in India. Because I have an understanding how Indian users are using Search Console, what is their requirement, what do they want to be in Google Search Console. So this is my idea to tell them to add that particular feature in Google Search. So you can see Google Keep, Search, Assistant, Calendar, Sheets, and some other activity product as well is there in Google Product Expert Program. Core program values. So 3 values we have, right? 1, passion for Google product. So how many of you are using Google products? So एक पूछता हूँ मैं कितने लोग यहाँ पे यूज करते हैं Google product? बस 2 ही लोग बाकी सब मैप्स मारे हैं क्या? और नहीं उठ रहे हैं। गूगल मैप्स तो यूज करते हो क्या? एक दो लोग हैं जो भी मुझे पता चला वो नहीं यूज करते, बट गूगल मैप्स हो गया या गूगल सर्च सब लोग यूज करते हैं, जीमेल तो सब लोग यूज करते होंगे। ओके, अभी मेरी आवाज सबको आ रही है पीछे तक? मैं फिर से पूछता हूँ, कितने सारे लोगों के फोन में गूगल एप्लीकेशंस है? यस, सबके लिए। तो मतलब सबको कुछ ना कुछ दिक्कत तो आती होगी उनके गूगल ऐप में कि अच्छा ये चीज और होती है इसमें, तो हम और बेटर यूज कर पाते हैं उस एप्लीकेशन को बेटर यूज कर। सो पैशन फॉर गूगल प्रोडक्ट जो भी हम यूज कर रहे हैं। सेकंड इज इंटरेस्ट इन हेल्पिंग अदर्स। सो दिस इज something I want to be in a particular Google product. So if somebody else is facing something with their Google product, किसी को कुछ नहीं आ रहा है तो मैं उसको समझा सकता हूँ because I know this thing, how this thing works and all. And respect for community users. So like I said, in any other community, respect करना है दूसरे users का, जो भी other product experts हैं या product users। After becoming product experts, or even if you are a user, then we have to respect it. The basic thing is that who are product expert? Like I said, you and me, anyone can be product expert. The basic definition of it is Google users who voluntarily spend their time in helping other users by answering questions in Google community. So for every Google product, there is a separate community where you can go and see how other users are interacting with particular product. If you know something, you can go there and answer their queries. And once you start answering that, Googlers will notice, okay, okay, this person is helping others. They have passion about Google products, so let's make them Google product expert. So you started as a user, then you start building knowledge about that particular product, so you become an expert in that particular product. Know Google product inside out. Yeah, this is all basically we know Google product and we want to use it. इसको बार बार कहने से कोई मुझे फायदा नहीं है, बट सबको पता है कैसे गूगल यूज करना है, गूगल प्रोडक्ट कैसे यूज करना है। तो बहुत जल्दी तो पर्क्स ऑफ बीइंग प्रोडक्ट एक्सपर्ट। तो हम अपना टाइम क्यों कम्युनिटी में दें, इससे हमें क्या फायदा है, आपको क्या फायदा है, मुझे क्या फायदा है। तो ये कुछ पर्क्स हैं जो हमारे लिए हैं। इस सेशन का जो टॉक था वो बेसिकली मैंने चैप्टर 1 रखा था कि हम अपना टाइम गूगल को क्यों दें या हम इससे हमें क्या फायदा होगा। तो फर्स्ट इज स्पेशल ब्रांच दैट यू विल शो जब भी आप गूगल प्रोफाइल खोलते हो तो किसी के पे गोल्ड रिंग्स आते हैं। इफ यू नोटिस गूगलर्स ओके दे हैव अ रिंग so that anyone can identify this is a googler, this is a normal user. So similarly, below your name there is a status or a pen start appearing. This is product expert. So if you go and check my profile, you will see I am a product expert. So special branch that you can add to your profile, access to private PE capability. Like I mentioned, we have thousands of product experts, but we have few for each product. Let's suppose 20-25 लोग होंगे, पर वो जरूरी नहीं है कि कंट्री के हो। जो चीज आप यूज कर रहे हो वो दूसरी कंट्री में बैठा हुआ बंदा भी यूज कर रहा है। So you can start interacting with other product experts with a private channel. So no one knows there is a separate channel, there is a separate portal with the help of which you can interact with other product experts and share your knowledge and learn from them as well. Okay, what they are using, how they are using, and if there is an issue, how they are tackling those things. So there is a private community as well. Direct connection with Google. So imagine we are using Google Cloud, for example, your Google Android Studio. So there is one thing, as a user, I am going to Google Android Studio, creating my app. So there is one part. Another part is how Google Cloud or Google Android Studio is working. How we can add new features in Android Studio. If something is not working with the layout of Google Cloud billing system or how to deploy an app, can we make it more easy for the user? So this is something you will learn behind the scenes of any Google product. So connection with the Googlers who are sitting in different areas, the engineers, why they have built that particular feature, and how we can utilize this for, making our application better. So you will get a connection, productivity, updates and feedback from the Googlers as well. Second is another slide, the perks, visual hangouts with Googlers and fellow product experts. So there is, sessions used to happen with in private community where Googlers will come to you and ask your feedback before deploying any feature to the public. So you will get an access and session and talk. You can share your feedback. Okay, if you are planning to do something, this is my view, my audience, or the region that I belong to. They want something in this way, so that will help their users. So हर जगह पे हर जगह के अलग तरीका होता है लोगों के यूज करने का कोई भी गूगल प्रोडक्ट. So product experts हो गए या Googlers हो गए, they discuss before making anything like the product. Beta testing and all, yes. This is another thing. When you start growing, building trust as a product expert, you develop the knowledge about that particular product. So Googlers give you a chance to test new things before it released to the public. So मैं भी अगर as a search central product expert हूँ तो मुझे भी ये opportunity मिली है कि I use Google. I'm basically using Google Search Console as beta. जो पब्लिक के पास नहीं आया वो मेरे पास अभी एक्सेस है. I am testing it, I am sharing feedback. Okay, this is how things supposed to be, and we make it more user friendly, or this information is overwhelming, we can reduce it or split it. So all these of feedback we can share as a product expert to Google before making any product plan. So you will also get a chance to utilize the beta testing thing. So सबको पता होगा हम Android जब आता है अपने डिवाइसेस में चेक करते हैं. I know there are many geeks who used to install build preview, right? Build preview क्या कहता है जो Android का नया वर्जन आता है?
Android experts.
Android expert कोई है जो Android Studio में जो preview वर्जन, right? हाँ, तो वो जैसा आता है तो हमें मजा आता है नई चीजें यूज करने का, कि क्या क्या इसमें नई फीचर है, वो क्यूरियोसिटी होती है. So similarly for 42 different products, you will get a chance to use those products as beta. Second is career growth. Yes, you can add this in your CV to showcase your highlight. Yes, you are contributing as a product expert in Google Product Expert Program. So yeah, this is a special you can add in your resume. Okay, we have more perks about product expert program, being a product expert. So we have summits across the globe. Like I said, different product experts from different regions, they get a chance to meet in person every year. All those things, are sponsored by Google, including visa, travel, hotel, and everything. So you will get a chance. It could be anywhere in the world. I also got a chance to meet my fellow experts in London, in Singapore, everywhere. So all these things covered by Google. Who are contributing this branded programs, swags, yes, then you will receive so much swag from the Google side, whether it is product expert program side or whatever product you are contributing. So I know few people who is contributing in Google Pixel product. So they used to get Pixel as a product or as a swag because they are contributing in helping Google Pixel product better. Additional networking opportunities, yes. When you are meeting different brains from different regions, you will definitely get in touch with them, making networking with them, how they are using, how they basically as a community we will learn from each other. So you will get to learn something from them, and you will share your experience, so they will get some new ideas about the program as well as other things which is happening in your industry. So all these things you will get when you become a product expert. How to progress through the program? So there are different batches. First one is rounds members. So there is a point system when you go and sign up or enroll yourself in Google product expert program, so you have to contribute to them. Then only they will get to know, okay, you are interested in helping others, your answers are actually, helping users about the product. So the first one is Brahmos member. So you need at least 100 points to become a Brahmos member, status. So this is automated. When you start contributing to the community, you will start getting points to become a Brahmos member automatically. After that, there are 4 different levels: silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. You need to maintain points for each and every status. In some products, you will see different processes. As this is just chapter 1, so we don't go in detail, but when you grow, when you up the level from one stage to another stage, they will do more things. Like when you become a gold product expert, Google will intro you or onboard you into their system so that they can share bigger things with you. When you become platinum, you will get a chance to mentor other product experts and all. When you become platinum, you have all the access from the previous years along with that connection with the engineers or with the person who is responsible for making any product. So you directly ask them why you have created this or this system is not working as it's supposed to be. Even if you are silver, you will get mentorship program as well, where senior product experts or Googler directly guide you or teach you about the product and you can utilize it and all. So this is the status. As you grow, you will get to learn about the product inside out, like everything about the product, not as a user, but as a developer for that particular product. Why they are this product. The next one is join the community. It's free. Anyone can go and join, start contributing. There are any number of products that you can use. Okay, many people are using products. Please. So you can join, start contributing. You will get to learn about your favorite Google product, and you will have. You will. I mean, बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा वहाँ पे. जिस तरीके से आप यूज करते हो एप्लीकेशन, दूसरे यूजर्स उसको उसी तरीके से यूज करते हैं. You will get different perspective how you can utilize that particular product. Oh, thank you guys. So thank you guys. So this is it. We can, if you have any question, we can do this while having lunch. So this is it. This is basically an overview or starting or introduction of Google Product Expert Program. So me, Saket Gupta, as as an ambassador of this particular program, introduce you. Please join and help us.
Questions?
मैंने डाला negotiate का. But still, if you want to ask about Product Expert Program, please ask. What's the level on that? Say diamond. Diamond. Yeah. Even.
What is above diamond? What is above diamond there?
Yeah, diamond being the product expert program, the diamond is the highest level you can reach as a product expert program. But I'm also, helping them to promote this program as an ambassador of this particular program. So,
And what is the criteria of point allocation?
yeah, nice question. किसी ने नहीं पूछा. So if you are helping others, you will get 1 point. And there are other experts who find that your recommendation is accurate. They will recommend your answer. Okay, this person is, pinpointing or helping others. So they will recommend your answer and it will come on top. For that, you will get 10 points. So it's up to you if you are, answering more, or I would suggest answering accurate. That will give you more points in lesser time.
It's like stagger. More like stagger.
Stack overflow.
Like you get your board on.
Yes, kind of.
But here, no one is limiting you, like, you need to have minimum points or repetition before answering. You can go and start answering.
Yes. It's free for all. Like help me, help you kind of thing. It's a community. So we need to follow all the community rules. We cannot promote ourselves. Okay, I know this thing, I know what Google is about to release in this particular product so that I can leverage other brands to take the first over. So we have to follow some guidelines which I have not included in this particular slide. This is just an introduction. If we get a chance, we can present another slide in deep, more details. So there is what to do, what not to do, and all. Because spammers har jagah pe hain. Everyone is using AI. So yeah, it's not like okay, we have so many of questions just using AI or Perplexity, Gemini or Copilot to answering them. No, it's not like that. We need to share our experience to make Google product better. This is what Google wants, and for that they are rewarding us and giving us this opportunity to tell ourselves as a product expert. Anything else? Yes, please. Yes.
थोड़ा जोर से
Google search has dominated the search market for the past few decades.
Uh,
Now with the ChatGPT and Perplexity, people are using Bing API. They're not using the search API. The back. So how will Google money compete with
Google search के point of view से क्या बड़ा question, but if it is about progress, but I can answer you, but in general, अभी AI थोड़ा initial stage. Am I audible? Okay, so AI is in, you can say in initial stage. So you have not seen how we can go and what team is planning. So I cannot comment, what Google is planning and what is their plan. Many things about it, I cannot share many things with you. But yeah. Anything else about product expert program or such a story you want to ask or such a soul you can also ask those things as well.
Probably those products will not get Gemini API access for building the wrapper.
Okay, guys, I think this is it. Thank you for your time, and please go to the any of the social media and post and share your feedback about the product program and on this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay bhai. And I guess there is always a lot of things to learn in how simple changes to your product or the way you are structuring your code can get more views on your page, right? And I keep on learning every time, including repeating mistakes and fixing them, and including finding new updates. And I guess product experts are the best people to get guidance from on that, and you can figure them out. So yes. All right. So moving on. भूख लग रही होगी? नहीं लग रही? पक्का? लगेगा? अच्छा. हाँ या ना मतलब ऐसे हाथ उठाने की भी ताकत नहीं बची है. हाँ. Okay. All right. So what we'll do is. I will just pause the live streaming for now.
these are most serious aspects. Please make sure that none of the officers identified below visible. Everything is fine. So, welcome again.
Share the screen.
Yeah. That was yes. So, lots of attorneys, thank you so much. Thank you to Alba and our team. We love this partnership and we are
अभी share हो जाएगा क्या
नहीं हमको present करना
most welcome and
अभी नहीं होगा sorry thank you Parth just a minute while we are setting up things